Hey fellow humans, you might have realized the last few evolution simulators I did were kind of boring. I mean, it depends on your perspective, but I thought they were getting a bit boring since they were doing the same strategy moving to the right over and over again, so I really wanted to start fresh and show you something completely new. So what you see on the screen now is something I like to call Evolio. And as you can see, it's based off of Reaktor. The goal, as always, is to get bigger, collect as much mass as possible, and defeat everyone else. But the controls are a bit different. Instead of using WASD to move around, you still move up and down. You can see the controls here. You move up and down to, go up and down. When you press left and right, you rotate. And then the ground has grass on it. The greener the grass is, the more there is to eat. And if you press space, you can see I'm eating it slowly, and the dirt underneath that's brown is being revealed. And moving around takes energy, and you can actually see this bar graph right here. That's how much energy I'm using up. And if I use too much, I'll start to shrink. My energy level, which is the same as mass, energy and mass are the same thing, is also going down as I move. But then as I eat, my mass increases, just as you'd expect. One thing to note is that eating takes energy, and also the amount of energy you obtain from eating the grass is proportional to how much grass is on the ground. So for example, if I decide to eat this grass here, the eating itself takes up so much energy that I'm actually losing energy on average. So you have to know when to eat and not just eat all the time, because there are times when it is actually disadvantageous. So only eat grass when you see it. That's pretty simple. Feature carry here. I just realized I forgot to mention a few important features. The first one is that grass automatically regrows on fertile land, and the regrowth rate is proportional to the temperature, which is based on the season, which is based on how far you are through the year. So when it's summer and we're at 1 temperature, grass grows quite fast. When it's at 0, grass doesn't grow or die, and when at negative 0.5, grass is naturally dying. You can see that the yum count is going down. And then to measure fertility of the soil, you can just see how brown it looks. So clearly this soil here is very grayish and pale, so it's not going to grow any yums. But then the soil here is much darker, so it's already growing many yums. And then take a look at this. I'm Rue host, but look at In down there. In is clearly smaller than I am. Let's go eat him up. Oh, that's strange. I just collided with him. There's no eating involved. How can I possibly eat In? I think we'll have to introduce a new feature. And now back to the previous recording. Now let me show you the other features I have. You can obviously see there's a lot of controls here. If I press F, I fight. And it doesn't look that exciting, right? The act of fighting removes a lot of energy. You can see my energy change is very negative. Oh, actually it goes it bends around the corner. I think that's really cool. Oh, I'm about to die. Okay, the minimum energy you need to survive is 100 yums. You can think of a yum as percentage of a creature. So, if I'm at 100 yums, then I'm just barely alive, kind of. So I can actually die to show you what it looks like. So there, I died, and I can take over a different creature now by just clicking on it. That's different from Reaktor, but this isn't an Reaktor clone, so I'm not allowed to do that. Anyway, fighting, you lose energy, but do you see that red region that I'm creating? That region is twice as large, or the radius is twice as large as your own body radius. Okay, I started a new seed to show fighting a little bit better. Wait, hold on, this creature is almost at death. I gotta find a bigger one. This one's a little better. So yeah, pressing F means you lose a little bit of energy, but if I go near someone else and press F, the person being attacked actually loses energy twice as fast as the attacker. So if the attacker can know exactly when to fight, then it's actually quite helpful. And then I was also going to say there are 2 ways of losing energy. So I would say the first type of energy loss is wasteful energy loss. It's energy that just goes off into the air as heat. So when you move, the chemical energy in your muscles, I guess, exerting their energy, that energy doesn't go anywhere and no one can pick it up again. The other type of energy is where pieces of your flesh actually land on the ground and then other people can pick that up. In that case, it's a closed cycle and no energy in the whole cycle is lost. Now when you're moving around, like I said before, that's the first type of energy where it's just lost forever. But when you fight, the creature being attacked is going through the second type of energy loss, which means that you can actually pick up their remains. Wait, this isn't a good example. Let's go to this guy. So to show you what I mean, you can see the grass turns greener as I'm killing this guy. And then once I push him below 100 yums, he just dies instantly. And then that like really turns the grass green, and then I can eat up a lot. See, I'm growing. So a lot of it's very similar to Agario, because it's like you corner someone and then you eat them and then you grow to twice your size. But it's a little bit more complex because you actually have to go through the act of eating. Okay, the next feature is vomit. And vomiting is just the opposite of eating. So for example, if I want to help out a friend, there's a friend. Turning takes a while, whatever. Then I can press V to anti-eat. And when I do that, I lose a ton of energy, but then the ground below me gains a lot of energy, and now like pink guy could eat it if he wanted. It's not really that big of a feature, but whatever. It's just cool to add more stuff. And then U, J, I, K, O, and L change your color, which does not seem useful at all, but maybe it will in the future. So if I press U, my red increases, but you can't really see that because it was already pretty high. J lowers my red, I raises green, K lowers green, O raises blue, L lowers blue. So if I press all of them, I can become white. Oh, but I can't press them all at once. Okay, yeah, so there I'm white. So that's just like an aesthetic thing, and it's pretty beautiful to look at. So, you know, I want to make this game beautiful, so that's what I did. Then WASD. Oh, right, yeah. I was gonna say, what happens if you're playing this game and then suddenly you go blind to everything except for Phillips head screws? That is a really common scenario, and you might think, oh, this game is just unplayable once you go blind except to the screw heads. But I got you covered, because W, A, S, and D move around this laser pointer-like thing, which tells you the color of the point you're looking at. So you can see what I'm saying by like the screw head. It looks like a screw head. And look at this. The screw head actually collides with solid objects, like this rock here. I can't orient this very well. So this way, I can see that there's a rock ahead of me, even if I couldn't see any of the environment around me except for that screw head. And it also works with other creatures too. So I can see, hey, there must be a creature up here because my screw head is peach colored instead of grass. So it gives you a lot of information if you're blind, but it can only see screw heads. So you do not have to worry. This game is not disadvantageous to the like disabled. I don't know. There's like a bug where the vision is lagging one frame behind your body, but I don't really care. It's not that big of a deal. Badly programmed, whatever. And then oh, I'm almost near death again. Let's eat some stuff. The last feature you can see is B, stands for give birth. Not possible if under 220 yums. So it's pretty self-explanatory. You can give birth to another creature. And you know how I told you that 100 yums is the minimum level you need to survive? Well, I didn't want to give birth to a baby that if it decided to twitch a muscle would instantly die, because going below 100 would mean death. So I gave it a bit of wiggle room, so it's born at 120 yums. So if I press B now, look at that, it's so cute. And I was looking at it too, and it'll suck away 120 yums from you. So you can see I went down from like 300 yums down to 191 yums as expected, but it's worth it because now I have a baby, and I can click on the baby as well. Another cool thing is that the randomly generated name, which here is Tleffy, is altered just a little bit for the new baby, which is now Takefi or Tesefi. And also my name generation code works pretty well because, you know, I was trying to make it look a little more English, so you're just not allowed to have 3 consonants or vowels in a row. And that produces a lot more English-looking names, even though they're not entirely English. So I'm Tleffy, and I think I will give birth to another child now. And this one is Tiki, to see. I don't know. This is not very easy to pronounce. So yeah, this is a pretty cool game. You can try to produce an army of babies and stuff, and really the only limit to what you can do in this game is your imagination. Crazy, right? Oh, hi, cat. Oh, you're so cute. Meow, meow, meow. Hey, what are you doing? Wait, cat, get your paws off my keyboard. What are you doing? No! Oh my gosh, my cat just unplugged my keyboard from my computer. She is just the worst cat ever. That was like a feline felony. She is a cat brat. I just hate her so much. Okay, she's leaving the room now. That's good. What are you bringing in right now? Cat, that's not something allowed in this room. Is that a neural network? Are you trying to plug that into this computer right now? Don't you know they might not be compatible? Oh my gosh, Cat, you are just like messing up everything. Do not plug that in. Do not plug that in ever. Oh my gosh. Now everyone is controlled by neural networks. This is ridiculous. My cat is the worst ever.